It's been 2 days. Let's head to the workshop and see if Yehoda found any new clues.
This should just about do it. Traveler? Hello? I didn't, Right. I should have realized. Master Jean told me you'd be here. I didn't expect to run into you as soon as I set foot in Notcry. Yes, the Grandmaster sent you a letter, didn't he? He also sent one back to Mondstadt. Of course, all the knights back home are still figuring out how to support you. But the Grandmaster wrote that we shouldn't be hasty and that he already had everything in hand. Yep, the Grandmaster's always reliable when it comes to important business. So when he says he'll... but of course, if you run into any trouble, remember that the knights will... Oh, after all, you're our honorary... that's what Master Jean told me to tell you when I departed from Mondstadt. Huh? Captain Kaya asked me to bring it along. He knew you'd miss it. Guess he was right. Okay, I need a minute. I put it in my backpack and oh, here it is! Go on, have a taste. I did, of course. When I was leaving, at first, Master, but after giving it, otherwise he'd be talking my... Oh, right. If you crave fresh sweet madams and steak, do come back and visit the night. And that's all the messages I...
Do not be afraid, for I am with you.
The campaign begins.
Illusion shattered! The wind moves, clouds high, the birds call!
Insulation chamber deployed.
Wind strike! As one with with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Allow me!
There is no escape.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Shine down. Defensive mode engaged.
The wind is losing. Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Hold the line!
Cleanup sequence initiated. Defensive mode engaged. Illusion shattered.
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Rest, rebuild!
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike.
Hold the line!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
There is no escape.
Allow me!
Installation chamber. Shine down.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Rest, rebuild!
There is no escape.
Wind strike. One with wind and cloud.
Shine down. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike.
Add Astro. Thank you for Add Astro.
be a...
Hey, Anefa!
Hello. I appreciate you looking after Aino these past few days.
Oh, it was nothing. A promise is a promise, right? Anyway, is Yehoda here? She probably has a bunch of new clues for us.
Let me explain. After I got back from the Frost Moon Scions, I started doing some digging into that merchant, Asako. The fact that he outright tried to buy Aino's bot definitely makes him suspicious, but even after asking around my boss's circle, I couldn't find any evidence that connects him to this mess. Out of all the merchants we met, he has the... I checked all the other merchants too, but the trail came up cold each time. Most of them didn't even know about our trip to... whoever's behind this thing is extremely clever. Tracking down a person like that is gonna take a lot more.
So, you're saying...
Summarizing intel. Condensing main points. Conclusion. Over the past 2 days, Yehoda has found no useful information.
Did you have to make it sound so pathetic?
So, there's real...
I mean, short of rounding up those merchants, interrogating them, and searching their private warehouses for ourselves? Nope.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
That wasn't a suggestion! These aren't the type of people you mess with on a whim. Oh, I'd turn all of Nodcry upside down searching before I went after a man like...
Turning all of Nodcry upside down. That is indeed Aino's backup plan.
Okay, well, I wasn't serious about that suggestion either.
If that is what Aino decides to do in the end, then I will support her.
I've been thinking things over a lot since I got back. And the truth is, I can see why Crumclank's technology is being targeted by those chumps. But that means any of my bots could be next, including Anefa. If we don't get Crumclank back, if we don't show them we're not an easy target, then there's nothing stopping them. So, even if I really do have to turn all of Notcry upside down, I will save Crumclank, no matter what it takes. Oh, You said Asako was the biggest suspect, right? Let's start with him.
Someone sent a letter. It appears to be for...
Really? Let's take a look. Huh. My mom would recognize that tone anywhere. Seems like she has a way to help us. Dory's services are usually a bit more complicated than that.
Ah, I've heard of her. She's got quite a unique reputation around Nodcry.
Alright, I'm down with that. You're in charge of the workshop, Anefa. This time?
Very well. Please continue to look out.
Oh, you're coming too, Yehoda? Huh.
More like you're not the only one who's got a stupid robot asking you for favors.
Its wounds are beginning to heal.
So, that doc's medicine worked after all.
Pain is unavoidable. However...
Okay, Anefa. Next up, make us some cakes. Oh, and crumcakes too. I bet it's gonna be...
You are speaking on your behalf, Aino, not the deer's. But rest assured, you cannot consume food meant for animals, Aino.
Hey, I wasn't thinking about stealing a sick deer's lunch, okay?
We are. We encountered this deer under a cliff. It appeared to have fallen to the... Therefore, we brought it to a town to visit a doctor. Our current plan is to care for the deer until its wounds heal. Afterwards, we will bring it to a nearby forest before returning it to its herd. I know, we have discussed this before.
I can take care of it! I'll get up early to feed it. Heck, I'll even brush its fur.
The previous time you got up early to feed it, you hugged it and fell back asleep. Both you and the deer only finished half of your breakfast portions.
Well, that was
When you were brushing its fur yesterday, you played ball with it, successfully distributing its fur to every corner of the room, and it clogged my vacuum cleaner when I tried to clean it up.
I just couldn't help playing with it. But even if you say all that, no. I'm already used to waking up early, giving it water, brushing its fur, then if it suddenly leaves, I'll have trouble Look, even the deer does...
I am incapable of understanding deer speak.
Well, just look at it. Haven't you heard actions speak? Oh, if only the...
And then I could tell it to stop helping you eat the...
What?
I did not know. It was merely a guess.
Ugh, you're such a big, sneaky, lying...
Tomorrow morning, I will supervise both of you as you take your breakfast.
Look what the cat dragged in. Traveler, Paimon, I see you got my letter.
Dory! So it was...
My assistant told me about your little visit. Rumor has it, some terrible thief broke into the Krumkake craft shop and ran off with one of Miss Aino's most treasured companions.
Yes, that's it.
You must know how much I value you as a customer, Traveler. So, I thought, if you set out to help Miss... I did some digging, and I do believe there are too many merchants targeting that bot to root out the thief by going after them one by one. So, how about approaching this from a different angle? Maybe the question we should be asking isn't who stole the bot, but where the thief took it in the...
She has a point.
And lucky for you, I happen to know just the expert to help us out. She's been working smuggling cases for years. If you need to track down stolen merchandise, she, of course, a professional of her caliber, demands, but not to worry. I can offer you a 20% discount. How about this? You give me the funds in advance, discount applied, of course, and I'll contact the expert. See if we can't bring that price down a little. And if she sympathizes with our cause, and up 20% off would be...
800,000?
If only I could. But there has to be room for me to take a cut now, doesn't there?
800,000 more is worth it if it means we get crunk.
Splendid! I'll contact the expert right away.
Well, if you're okay with it, Aino. And the sooner we talk...
Great news! The expert is already in the area! I hope we have a productive conversation.
Wait, a Melusine? That's the deal for Mercy Village! Traveler? Paimon? Fancy seeing you?
So, the expert is a Melusine? I've heard about these creatures before. They have special senses, right? They...
Really?
With her help, we'll get leads on Krumkake for sure. Oh, I guess the price of the retainer...
There's something you should know about Retainer? What retainer? The Traveler is a hero to the Melusines. It's an honor to help him out.
Oh, wow! I didn't realize this expert idolized you so much, Traveler. Well, since she won't accept payment, I suppose there's no choice but for the entire 800,000. As always, I appreciate. In that case, I'll give you a generous 50% off the next time we.
And the swindler claims another victim. Anyway, what are you doing in Nocry City?
Well, one of the Melazine agents from the Marechaussee Phantom followed the trail of a smuggling case straight to Nodcry. But she still hasn't made it back to Fontaine. We all started to get worried, and I happen to have some time off, so... But enough about that for now. This merchant told me you needed help tracking down your missing companion. Could you describe them to me? The more details, the better. Then, would it be possible to take me to the last place you...
Sure thing! This is the last place we saw Crunklank. I remember that the recon bot...
I've learned a little about those flying machines since I've been here. Their battery life isn't very long. Flying all the way out here is probably... So... someone must have been in the vicinity to pick it up.
Oh! There's a group of people over there. Let's ask them.
Looking for trouble, kid? No? Then scram.
Not a good start. Legally speaking, even suspects have the right to remain silent. We can't afford...
That's what you're worried about? Well, it's your lucky day. There's no...
Clink-clank Legion, attack!
Fine. If you want to talk, then let's...
Have you seen a group of people carrying a heavy object pass through here? If so...
I see that pretty much on the daily. And multiple...
If we think about when they started the lookout versus when they managed to get... It would have been 2 days ago, between 4 and 10 p.m. We're looking for anyone in the vicinity who left with a heavy object in tow.
When you put it that way, I did see a group like that. Real shifty looking. Came in the afternoon, left at night. I'm pretty sure they were heading in that direction.
That direction... If they knew that their cargo was being targeted by other merchants, they were probably trying to get out of here without being seen. That limits their options. Not to mention how cumbersome... I think I know where they were heading!
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
place. But assuming their stamina is within the range of a normal adult, if we factor in the weight of their cargo, they would have had to stop here and rest. Which means there should be quite a few traces around here.
Traces? What kind of traces? This place just looks like a random stretch of wilderness.
Oh, there's a whole bunch. Here and over there. Oh, it might be hard for you humans to pick up on. If I point them out, could you help me investigate?
Isn't here.
Yup, pretty much what I expected. When they made their initial escape, they took the recon bot with them to cover their tracks. But it's exhausting to travel with that kind of cargo. So, once they made it far enough, they dropped the recon bot and ran off with Crumbclank. I doubt they expected anyone to search this. I bet these footprints are from when they fled this location.
Is that enough to tell where they went?
Enough to give us some clues at least. I see a special kind of sand in the footprints. It clearly isn't from any of the areas we passed through so far. If I'm right, they probably tracked the sand in from somewhere else. Somewhere they go a lot.
A special kind of sand. Oh, wait! Near the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau on Paha Isle, there's a place called Maroon Basin.
Then that's where we should head next.
Wow! Melusines are awesome! I want one!
Melusines are people, not pets, I know.
Well, that's the last clue we needed, right? Let's... We were right! There's a camp here, but I don't see Crumbclank anywhere. Maybe he's inside.
With this many people standing guard, breaking in's...
I'm sorry, everyone, but I think this is as far as I can go.
Don't be sorry, Sadil. You've been such a big help. I wouldn't even mind sharing some of my secret desserts and anyway, you probably shouldn't be here for this part because I'm about to do something.
Okay.
I know. Like I said before, I'm the boss of the Krumkake Craft Shop. Whoa! Is that Zip-Zap Spybot number 1? It's Zip-Zap Warbot number 1 now.
Whoa! Warbot? I knew the kid was making dangerous stuff.
With Zip-Zap Warbot on our side, there's no stopping us. Come on! Charge!
The wrong test subject.
What is this thing? Help! Does somebody help me?
What are you running for? Just take it down! There's nothing scary about...
Phew! We're in! Wait! What's that?
Whatever it is, it doesn't look...
This hunk of metal has Crumbclank's core. The thief already took him apart.
Quite the improvement, don't you think? My creation is 10 times more powerful than your little toy.
Wait! You're that guy from the black market! The one at the front desk!
If your goal is to accomplish something that will shock the world, you're better off working behind the scenes. I must admit, though, I'm rather surprised you made it this far. I expected you to spend more time.
You deliberately tried to steer us in the wrong...
What? You never questioned the fact that the first notice you found just so happened to have the clues you were searching? The front desk is where people go to exchange information. But I get to decide what to put front and center. The person who controls the information.
So you're the one who stole Crumbclank!
So what if I am? There's only one rule in Nodcry. Winner takes all. With this prototype, the Mora I earn will put me on equal footing with the other factions. Then, no one, not even you, will be able to say a...
Just using a piece of tech you stole?
Stole? No. Ever since learning about Kuvaki, I knew there was huge potential for I came all this way, but the stubborn natives refused to even entertain my ideas. It didn't go any better with the Fatui and their monopoly on But then, this stupid girl who spends all her time making useless toys opens a workshop, and all the factions of Nodcry practically grovel at her feet. She's the one who gets to make a ground-breaking machine that has the potential to reshape the entire market. That role...
Right. 'Cause it's definitely not embarrassing to have beef with a kid. That's enough! Give Crumbclank back!
We'll see about that.
Clouds high. The birds come.
With one heart, we cry.
Into the wind. One with wind and cloud.
What's happening? I need an engineer over here. Quick!
The core stopped working. It's supposed to concentrate Kuvaki, but it looks like it needs a specific transmission medium to operate.
What kind of medium?
Judging by the smell, I'd say some kind of...
What?
Don't sound so surprised. Crumbclank is a dessert baking robot. But I always thought it would be too sad if he had to watch other people eat all the time without joining. So when I designed Crumbclank, I gave him the ability to eat desserts too, not just
I think I understand now. The consumption of a cake-like dessert is required to keep the core's Kuvaki concentration function operating. If cake baking is the goal, that kind of system is sustainable. But to use it as a weapon... Not even Nodcry's entire flour and sugar production would be enough to generate the required amount of...
And you're just noticing this now? Well, then get rid of that stupid function!
Boss, it's embedded into the system. I'm not skilled enough to change something...
See? Crumbclank isn't a war machine.
This technology could have been revolutionary. It was supposed to be my big break. No, the prototype stays with me. I just need to hold out until I can...
Try me! Enough! Whoa! What are you all doing here?
Protecting the Crumbclank craft shop is a job for all who call it home. Activating Annihilation Mode.
Another test.
Late for regret.
Allow me.
Insulation chamber. One with nature. Clouds high.
The wrong test subject.
No! He got away!
Let him run for now. Nodcry doesn't have laws, but it does have rules. Once word starts to spread about what happened here, he'll get what's coming to.
Is everyone all right? Apparently Nodcry doesn't have a police force, so I contacted your friends.
Wow! Way to think ahead, the deal. Wait! What about Crumclank?
Miss Aino, my brethren and I retrieved the core from that construct. It should go to its rightful owner. I apologize for thinking otherwise before. This technology needs safekeeping, and I think...
And I know you're not the bad guys I thought you were, so let's go home, Inefa. Oh, and when we get back...
After all that hard work...
Wait, there's cake?
Yes. You two are... Aino wanted to thank you for your help, so now that Crumclank is back safe and sound, she thought it would be nice for everyone to try out his baking.
Wow! So this is what Crumclank was supposed to look like.
Yes. Luckily, the core was still intact, so all Aino had to do was make a new body.
Is it ready? Hey! He ate it!
It's not unusual for a chef to take a few bites, but...
No need to worry. Once he's had his fill...
All right. Wait.
She thought of a new idea for a robot and shut herself in the workshop to get started. When inspiration struck...
Why does Aino like building robots?
Retrieving at first... I believe Aino was just shocked to find something that fascinated her more than desserts. And fortunately, her friends respected her passion, even if, aside from struggling to make ends meet, there was little time for much else. Then, one day, an acclaimed teacher discovered her and recognized her passion for what it truly was: genius. Just like her friends, she finally discovered what she wanted to do, and not only that, she excelled at it. And when genius and passion collide, there's not much that can get in the way. So, Aino left her childhood friends, established the Clink Clink Crumcake craft shop, and started making all kinds of robots. Perhaps it all comes down to the natural instinct of a genius. The drive to see their imagination come to life.
Oh, so that's what draws her to robotics.
Based on my own experience with Aino, I think there's more to it than that. Long before she took me in, she was already pushing her skills to the limit in an effort to give each robot a distinct personality, and she already treated them like companions. What I mean is, it's not something that started with me just because I have a unique background. I think, after walking the path of a genius for so long, she looked around and realized there was no one at her side. So me, Crumclank, and all the other robots Aino has added to the workshop, we're not just proof of her genius. We're her family. We give her the companionship she longs for. As I see it, that's the true relationship between Aino and her robots.
Oh, wow!
Yes, and for that reason, it did not matter to Aino how powerful Crumclank could become, nor how feared or coveted his technology might be among the factions. and she decided that he would join his family, and that meant she would spare no effort to save him.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it makes Paimon wonder why someone like Aino would choose to stay and not cry.
I'm afraid my logic unit cannot make sense of that question.
Well, the way Paimon sees it, Nocrai is a dog-eat-dog place full of scheming and scamming. The people that thrive here, anyone else would use the kind of tech Aino has to make weapons, but Aino, she takes something that could be a weapon and turns it into a robot that makes cakes.
No, my view is the exact... I've encountered the full spectrum of people that live here in Notcry. But in my experience, very few of them can be said to represent this. You say Aino doesn't fit in here, but I believe the opposite. If I were to attempt to define what a person from Notcry should be...
Ooh, the dessert should be done!
Yes, one moment. Allow me to...
I want the one with the most frosting!
All right, everyone.
The seasonal verdure draws near once again.
Clear weather all around. Brightens the heart.
Tick!
Adorn my night!
Hold the line!
Defensive mode. Wind strike! Time to go.
Rest and rebuild!
Installation chamber.
Clouds high. The birds call.
By the frost unfold.
Wind strike.
Allow me!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
With one heart, we pray.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Forest, protect us.
Rest and rebuild!
The wind knows me. Clean up everyone's initiative. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Wind strike.
Allow me!
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Forest, installation chamber.
Time to go. Time to go.
All right, here comes another.
Clean up everyone's initiative. Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Annihilation mode.
Use your sauce.
Forest, protect us. By the frost unfold.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Installation chamber.
Time to go. Bird's call!
Go!
One with nature.
Mission!
The wind knows me. One with wind and cloud.
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Time to go.
Stay close and...
Allow me!
Insulation chamber. Illusion shattered!
Into the wind. Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Shine down! Cleanup sequence in the...
Rest and rebuild!
Defensive mode engaged.
Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike.
Hold the line!
Illusion shattered!
One with nature.
This realm is... If you ever have...
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Is the you know, this is an X. So here, take. Oh, wow. Looks like you're already an expert in Inazuma. Ah, the temperature. You might consider becoming a stakeholder in Isa Bathhouse. If you choose to.
Time to go. Time to go.
A hunter becomes the hunted.
Time to go.
promising idea.